Derek Chauvin's trial expected to begin Monday. The Court of Appeals has ruled the judge in the case must reconsider a charge of third-degree murder.
Now that decision coming down today following a late appeal by prosecutors who argue a jury should be allowed to consider the count alongside the other charges of second-degree murder and manslaughter. Paul Bloom joining us now with the latest. And Paul, I think the biggest question here is, will this decision delay the start of the Chauvin's trial?
Karen BC, frankly, it is impossible to know what this decision does to the trial calendar with jury selection and Derek Chauvin's murder trial slated to begin on Monday. What I can tell you is the Court of Appeals has ruled that Judge Peter Cahill made a mistake in not reinstating a charge of third-degree murder, but it did not go so far as to order him to do it. Confusion and uncertainty just days before jury selection is scheduled to begin in the high-stakes murder trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. The Minnesota Court of Appeals ruling that trial judge Peter Cahill made a mistake by rejecting prosecutors' attempt to reinstate a third-degree murder charge against Chauvin for his role pinning a knee to the back and neck of George Floyd for some 9 minutes. Chauvin, already charged with second-degree murder and manslaughter, but some legal experts believe the state may need that middle charge of murder 3 based on the facts of the case, including autopsy results showing high levels of drugs in Floyd's system.
It's not an open and shut case, murder in the second degree. It just isn't.
Third-degree murder, by definition, causing the death of someone during an act eminently dangerous and with a depraved mind, without regard for human life. Long thought to mean a defendant needed to put multiple lives at risk, and not a crime by definition targeting a single individual. But the Court of Appeals recently ruled that's not the case, in upholding the conviction of former cop Muhammad Noor in the shooting death of Justine Ruszczyk-Damon, an issue headed to the state Supreme Court. Though for now, the appellate court says Judge Cahill must assume it is the law of Minnesota, and unless there are further arguments to be made, prosecutors should be allowed to charge Chauvin with third-degree murder.
All right, Paul, so a lot obviously going on with the trial here coming up on Monday. What should we look for next, do you think?
Well, frankly, Karen, I think you're looking for some kind of order ruling from Judge Peter Cahill based on the reading of what the Court of Appeals says. He, in theory, could open this case back up, this issue of third-degree murder, to further arguments. Do we do that on Monday? Stay tuned. The other people you need to hear from, Derek Chauvin's legal team. Let's say third-degree murder is reinstated. Do they want more time here to prepare a defense? We just don't know. Some 3 days before this trial is to get going, Karen. So much up in the air.
There really is. All right, Paul Bloom keeping us up to date.